Morning, everyone. Well, at least it's morning here. It's early. I don't know what time you're going to be watching this video, but I am Paula and I live a keto, low carb lifestyle. And for the month of November, I am doing a series on Keto 101 and just giving you some tips and tricks that I have learned over the past 2 years while I've been eating this way. Just going back to the basics of keto and sharing what I have learned, my specific journey. I'm not a doctor or a medical professional or anything. I'm just sharing my experiences, and I do recommend, if you're going to try this, to do your own research. I wasn't sure today if I was going to do a video because today is the day we go to see the surgeon for Ed to see if they can schedule his surgery, and that's what we're hoping for. And I'm sure by the end of this video today, I will have some news for you, whether he is going to have surgery or if he has to wait a little longer. We're hoping that it's going to be scheduled because everything is looking really good on the outside of his leg. The doctor was concerned the last time we were there. He still had a lot of swelling, and a lot of the wounds on his leg were still inflamed and in the healing process. And the doctor said he needs a clean area to make the incision and to do the surgery to put the plates and screws in and put his bones back together. But we think, I mean, we're not doctors or anything, like I just said, but we think it looks really good, and his wounds are just a few little scabs, and we think that, you know, today will be the day that we'll get a surgery date. It has been a month at least. It might be 5 weeks since this happened. I'll have to count back. We have sort of been weary this past month because it's just, we've been in limbo because his bones are still separated in his leg, and he has that external fixator, which really makes it hard for him to get around. And once that's off and his bones get put together with the plates and screws, then he's going to be able to progress and get somewhere with his recovery. It's just been, we felt the past month like it was like we were stuck. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie Groundhog Day with, what's his name? Bill, I can't think his name, but, he woke up and every day was the same day over and over again. I'm gonna have to watch that movie because that's a really good movie to watch this time of year. But anyways, he kept waking up every day and it was just the same day every day. He was reliving the same day. And that's how we've been feeling over the past month. We've even said it's like Groundhog Day. We're just doing the same thing every day. So by the end of this video, I should have some news for you, whether we have to wait longer, hopefully not, or whether we have a surgery date scheduled. So I decided to go ahead and film today. I'm not sure I'm going to get much Keto 101 information put in here today because we are waiting right now for the wheelchair van to come and get us. And then we have to take a 1.5 hour drive to, it's about 1 hour and 15 minutes to the hospital. And then we have to, you know, do the doctor appointment. Then we have a 1 hour and 15 minute drive back home. So by the time we get back home, we are thinking that that's when we're going to eat our first meal. Probably be, I don't know, 12 or 1 o'clock, hopefully a little closer to noon. Basically today we'll be updating you on Ed and just showing you what we're eating today on a clean keto diet. We eat under 20 total grams of carbs a day. We don't count net carbs, we count total carbs, and we eat very clean, whole one ingredient foods. And we've really been concentrating the past month or so on getting extra protein. I do not know why my camera keeps going in and out like that. It's done that on the past few videos. I'm gonna have to check my settings. So if that's annoying anyone, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that, but I can see it doing it. I just don't know. I'm gonna try to sit really still and maybe that will help. We have really been focused on getting extra protein during this healing time for Ed because the doctor and his nurses that have come to the house and everyone we've talked to has said that the protein is super important right now for wound healing, and it really helps, you know, with all of that that's going on in his leg right now. So we've really been concentrating on that. We've been having an extra protein shake every day and just making sure we get plenty of meat at our meals. So I'll be showing you what we're eating today throughout the day on this way of eating. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and go watch for the van to come, and I'll be back in a little while to update you on what's going on, what we find out. See you then. Okay, so we just got back from the surgeon. I just got Ed into the house, and I am walking my dog to the mailbox to check our mail, and got some news from the surgeon. Unfortunately, it is not the news we wanted to hear. He told Ed that he needs to wait another week and a half or so to come back and see him again. The problem is there is a wound on the side of Ed's leg that when his bone broke, it came through his leg, compound fracture. And that area is not healed completely yet. And the surgeon doesn't feel confident to operate right now until that wound is healed, because he has to make an incision, a pretty good size incision, and he said that there's not enough healing there and tissue in that area for it to all be apart again. So we have to wait for not actually a week and a half, because he said a week and a half, but week and a half is Thanksgiving week, so they're not going to be in the office. So we have to go back on November 28th, which is, I think, 3 weeks from today. It might be 2 weeks. I got to look at the calendar when I get back, but it's a little longer time. Ed has to keep that fixator on his leg, and so we are waiting for another couple of weeks in limbo. So the driver, Ed and the driver that took us to the hospital had a lovely conversation. He's a hunter, Ed's a hunter, and for 2.5 hours I heard hunting and rifles and bows and all of that. But the driver was very kind to stop at Tim Hortons and let us get a coffee. So that made me really happy. So I am walking to the mailbox right now with my dog and checking my mail and getting some fresh air. And I'm gonna go back and make something for us to eat. It is 1 o'clock and we haven't had anything to eat yet other than the coffee. So when we get back, I'll show you what we're having. Thank you all for your prayers and your thoughts. And by the way, I want to take a minute to thank everyone who has sent messages, who has sent cards, who has sent gifts to Ed. We both really appreciate it. It has brought so much sunshine to a cloudy situation that we're going through. It has been a true blessing to us during this time. It really makes us smile. And so thank you for that. Let me check the mailbox here. Oh, we got some mail. Hold on. So thank you all for that. We are going to be getting something to eat. I don't know what Ed wants, but I'm thinking that I want some hamburger patties. See if that's what he's okay with. And I think that might be what we have. But I'll let you know when I get back to the house. And I'll show you what we're having. She loves her little daily walks to the mailbox. Come on, let's go. So we decided to have burger patties. It was nice and quick. And I already had the hamburger meat. It's so sunny right here. I already had the hamburger meat. Sorry about that. I already had the hamburger meat thawed in the refrigerator, so I just fried them up real quick in an iron skillet, and Ed wanted a hot dog, so he's having a hot dog with his 2 hamburger patties, hot dog, got some Havarti cheese on our burgers and some pickles, and so that's what's for our first meal. And so we're gonna go ahead and eat and relax for a little bit, and I'll be back to show you what we're having at dinner time. It's already 2:15, so we'll see how that goes. I'll see you soon. So it is 5:30 and we are getting ready to eat our second meal today. We did not have our protein shakes in between our meals today because we had our first meal so late in the day. So this is what we're having. I cooked some of my chicken breast tenders with my crispy breading, and look at this. These come out so good. They're great for dipping. I just buy chicken tenders that, you know, are not cooked, and I dip them in egg, and then I dip them in my crispy breading. My crispy breading is over on my website, lowcarbrevelation.com. Click on my website and there's a little search bar and you can search crispy breading, and there you can go and get the recipe, and it works for a lot of different things. So I have some sugar-free barbecue sauce here that I'm gonna be dipping mine in with just the chicken tenders. Ed wanted a salad, and so I made him a little salad here with boiled egg that I already had chopped up in the refrigerator. It really helps to have things meal prepped. And I put a little cheese on there on top of the lettuce, and then some ranch dressing. And then I cut up one of the crispy chicken tenders, and then he's gonna have some other chicken tenders on the side. And that is what we are having. We're both gonna be drinking water with our meal. And so that is it for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video now. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Have a great night and God bless.